Emma! Today's the day. I'm not waiting anymore. I've finally found my true love. Now please agree to the divorce so we can get this over with.
What? This again? Ken, you're in Japan on business. Don't you have better things to do with your time? Like, I don't know, go eat some sushi or something. You're not going to win this one.
Emma, I am dead serious about this. I want a divorce.
Ugh, great. Here we go again. Tell me, Ken, why do you want a divorce?
I've told you 1,000,000 times already. I've found my true love.
Uh-huh. And what's your mistress's name?
She's not my mistress. Don't call her that. She's my true love. Now divorce me.
Hey, Emma, do you have a minute? Hallie? This is a surprise. I looked up the time difference. It's still daytime for you over there, right? Right. Yeah, I won't be heading to bed for a few hours. What's up? Can you do a video call right now? If possible, I'd prefer to talk by video rather than text. Well, sure, that's no problem, but why? There's someone that I'd like you to talk to face to face. Who is it? Two people, actually. The younger sister of a coworker and her father. Huh? I don't think I've ever talked to any of your coworkers before, much less their family members. Yeah, this will be the first time you've met, but it's important, please. Okay, if you say so.
Divorce me!
Really, Ken? You know full well that it's the middle of the night over here.
Huh?
Don't huh me. You've lived here your whole life up until a few months ago. If you want to whine to me, at least wait until morning.
What do you want me to do, though? I'm desperate. I need you to divorce me. I can't do anything until you consent.
I told you, you're wasting your time. I'm not divorcing you.
Why not?
Because I don't wanna.
But you have to divorce me.
No, I don't. And besides, you're just using the fact that I'm in America and you're way over in Japan to try and hide your mistress's identity from me. And I'm not agreeing to the divorce until you give me her information. Now, good night. I'm going back to bed.
Come on, Emma. I'm being totally open about this. You don't need to know her name or anything. All you need to know is that she's the love of my life. How can you be so cruel? You're totally breaking my heart, Emma. Emma, pick up your phone. Divorce me!
Good morning, Hallie. Or wait, good, evening? You got it right the second time. Are you all ready to go? Yep, I was texting you to tell you that I'm just about to head out. Great to hear. So, how's the situation with you-know-who? He's getting even more obnoxious than before. Now he started sending me messages whining about wanting a divorce at all hours of the day, even when he knows I'm asleep. Just last night, I was laying down in bed when all of a sudden my phone blew up with notifications, and sure enough, it was him crying, "Divorce me! Divorce me!" Ugh, what a loser. Good grief, he is such a creep. I understand he's getting desperate, but come on, that's basically psychological torture. Not to mention, does he have any idea what position he's in? He has none of the power. He should be on his knees, begging, willing to jump through any hoops to get you to give him what he wants. Right? I really wish that there was someone I knew who could smack some sense into him for me. Ordinarily, I'd call his parents to do that, but they had a nuclear meltdown of a divorce and aren't on speaking terms. So that's not happening. He never had a close relationship with any of his other relatives, so that's not an option. And all of his old friends are back here in America. I'm completely at a loss for how to deal with him. Jeez. My frustration with him kept me up all night. I was exhausted from getting ready, but I still couldn't sleep. All the coffee in the world can't help me now. I'm so sorry, Emma. But the one saving grace is that it's clear that Ken is in serious trouble, and he knows it. You got that right. The wedding party is only 2 days from now. Okay, I'm just about to get on my plane. Gotcha. I'll be waiting to pick you up at the airport.
What the hell? Emma, what are you doing here?
Hey there, Ken. I gotta hand it to you. You look really nice in that tuxedo. What was it you told your girlfriend, Ken? Sorry, babe, I want to give you a formal wedding, but it's gonna have to wait until I get back to America and can work out all the details with my family. Something like that. And that's why instead of a real wedding, you're just having a wedding party with her family. It's a pretty good plan, Ken. Sorry things didn't work out as you'd hoped, though.
How did you get over here? Why aren't you in America?
You know, I've got to tell you about this fantastic new invention called the airplane, Ken. They're amazing. They can fly way up high in the sky.
Stop mocking me. You know that's not what I'm talking about. Why are you here? Why are you at my wedding party? I never told you about this party. I never told you about Aiko at all.
Speaking of Aiko, have you noticed something strange about this wedding party? Like the fact that the bride-to-be isn't there?
What?
You don't suppose this means she found out you were married and wants to break up with you now, do you?
No. You told Aiko we were married?
No, actually, she found out about that well before she contacted me to see if it was really true.
Then who told her?
A friend of mine works for a company that's a subsidiary of a Japanese company run by Aiko's father, and she was sent to work on an assignment in corporate headquarters 2 weeks ago. She just so happens to be working with Aiko's older brother, and they came to be pretty good friends. Such good friends that he invited her to come to your little party today.
Uh-oh. Your friend is over here too?
She was at our wedding too, so she's met you before and knows what you look like. And since we talk pretty often, she also knows that you were on assignment in Japan right now.
This cannot be happening.
One day Aiko's brother showed my friend a picture of the happy couple, and she knew right away when she saw it that it was you. She was honest with him and said she was pretty certain that the man in the picture was the husband of a friend of hers back in America, and that he might want to look into you. Of course, the most certain way to determine whether it was true or not was to contact me, which they did. I've been talking with Aiko, her brother, and your company as well. The decision was made that the best way to deal with it would be to have me come and confront you personally. And so, here I am, a stranger in the land of the rising sun, standing before my adulterous husband.
This is the worst. I mean, come on, your friend just so happened to be working for the subsidiary company of the Japanese company Aiko's father is the CEO of? And all of this became known just in time for you to come to the party? How? How does something like this happen?
Well, I'd say it all started when you decided to cheat on me.
Her family is crazy rich. I was gonna be set for life. And now it's all over. Aiko dumped me. This may not be something you'd understand, but Aiko's dad is like some kind of a feudal lord over here. He has connections in every part of society. He's more powerful than the government. And thanks to that, my company found out about what happened. How could you do this to me?
Ken, really now? Are you still going to act like this is my fault?
But it is your fault.
It is? It's my fault that you started dating Aiko without telling her that you were a married man? Did I force you to do that? Yes, you thought that if you pestered me enough for a divorce, that I'd give in eventually, so you could be single just in time for your little wedding party, is that right? Honestly, how did you ever think such a harebrained scheme like that was gonna work? Well, as painfully stupid as your plan may have been, you still were aware that what you were doing was not only wrong, but maliciously so. No, I don't see any reason to say that any of this is anyone's fault but your own.
Could you stop twisting the knife like that? I'm in enough pain already. When my company found out everything, they terminated my assignment in Japan months ahead of schedule. I'm gonna have to go back to America next week. So I'm coming home, and man, am I gonna have a thing or two to say to you when I get there. Emma, what's going on? Where are you?
Huh?
The house is half empty. You took all your stuff and left?
Oh, so you're home already?
Yeah, how else would I know that you're not at the house? I told you last week that I was coming home.
Phew, wow, did I dodge a bullet or what? Once I made the decision that I was going to divorce you, I also decided to clear out of the house as quickly as possible. If I had taken a single day off, I wouldn't have made it out in time. So yeah, I moved out and I'm not coming back.
Where did you go?
Did you really think I would tell you if you asked?
Why won't you tell me?
Duh, because I'm divorcing you, you idiot. Now that I know you're back, I'll be sending my lawyer to your house to have a little chat with you about a few things.
Your lawyer?
Do I have to explain every last thing for you? I'm suing you. And I'd rather not have to hash out all the messy details in person, since that would just get awkward. So I'm sending someone who's a professional in dealing with cheating scumbags like you.
Emma, wait! The thing is, I'm kinda, well, broke.
Uh-huh. Aiko sued you for marriage fraud, didn't she? She got engaged to you under the false pretense that you were single.
Well, kinda, yeah.
I felt so bad about what you did to that poor girl that I decided to let her have her way with you before I had my turn. But don't worry, just because you're already penniless and ruined doesn't mean I'll hold back from giving you a second helping of your just desserts.
What?
Don't you know the old adage about a woman scorned?
Damn it! Now I have no choice but to sell my house! It's my house! I earned that house! I worked so hard to pay for it!
And you went ahead and burned it all to the ground because you had to chase after a younger piece of meat. Sad.
And worse, since my company assigned me to that position in Japan, I only actually lived in it for a couple years.
Not my problem. Tell it to someone who cares.
Shut up! You're gonna hear me out, like it or not. This is all your fault! You're the one who divorced me. You're the one who sued me. You did this to me! It's your fault that from now on, instead of living in the comfortable new house that I always dreamed about, I'll be lucky if I can find a half-decent apartment to live in.
Seriously, why are you blaming me for this? You did it to yourself.
If only I didn't lose my dear, sweet, precious Aiko. If only I still had her. Then there'd at least be a silver lining to this disaster.
If you still had her, that would have meant that your sick and twisted scheme to lie your way into her heart would have worked. So it's for the best that she's out of the picture.
Sick and twisted? How dare you! We were in love with each other. Real, true love.
You were a married man cheating on your wife in another country with a younger woman because you wanted to marry into her wealthy family. I don't think there was a single part of that could be called real, true, or love.
You have no right to be talking to me like that. Stop mocking my pain.
Sorry, I just can't help myself. There's just so much about you that is absolutely hilarious. But yeah, I think I've squeezed every last drop of humor at your expense that I can by this point, so I'm done talking to you. Don't ever contact me again. Goodbye.
I will never forgive you, Emma.
To tell the truth, I do kinda understand how bad he feels about losing that house. He was so proud of it when we built it, and when he got stationed in Japan, I swear he was sadder to be away from that house than he was to be away from me. Right after that, his company gave him another transferal order. This time, though, it wasn't to a nice, safe, developed country like Japan. Quite the opposite, actually. So it really didn't matter that he had lost the house, because he wasn't going to be able to live there anymore anyway. From what I hear, the place where they sent him is basically like the company's penal colony, where they send all the employees who screw the pooch too badly elsewhere. It's kind of a roundabout way of the company telling you, resign or else. It also came with a massive pay cut. But perhaps because he lost everything of value to him in America, he willingly accepted the assignment and quietly took off for an isolated and undeveloped country on the opposite side of the globe. Understandably, his troubles didn't end there, though. The country was so isolated that nobody, not even the people who he was working with, understood English. Ken also didn't speak the local language, and without anyone to teach him, he was left to sit by himself, wondering what the locals were saying about him when they laughed and stared. Hey, Patrick. I'll be going back to my hometown this weekend.
Huh? Where did this come from all of a sudden? Did something happen?
Apparently, one of my childhood friends has been hospitalized. I was thinking of heading home to see everyone anyway, so I figure it makes sense for me to go so I can see her in the hospital while I'm at it. Another friend told me her and a bunch of the gang from our school days are organizing a class reunion, so I plan on staying over for that.
Oh, I see.
I'll be staying in a business hotel while I'm there.
Huh? Won't you be staying over at your family home?
Even if it is still technically my family home, it doesn't really feel so much like it since my mom and dad passed away. My brother lives there now with his family. His oldest daughter has her finals coming up soon, and I'd feel bad if I got in the way while she's studying so hard.
I guess that's a good point.
I do plan on heading over to see everyone. It has been a while after all. I just don't plan on staying there is all, which is why I booked a business hotel for the trip.
Got it. All right, Elena. Thanks for letting me know.
Hey, baby. I booked us in at the hot spring resort this weekend. I was worried they might not have any rooms left for us because of how suddenly we decided to go. Thank God I phoned in to find out. It turns out the hot spring resort you recommended had 2 spots left. How lucky is that? It's so convenient being a stay-at-home housewife at times like this. I can't imagine being able to book trips and vacations on such short notice like this if I had a regular job. I'm so lucky.
Huh? What's going on, Elena?
Huh?
I thought you were staying in a business hotel in your hometown this weekend.
Oh, Patrick?
Huh? What's going on?
Oh, the business hotel I'm staying at has a hot spring resort.
Wow, really? Is that even a thing? Did you tell me about this before? I'm pretty sure this is the first time you've mentioned anything about a hot spring resort.
Oopsie, honey. Sorry. I was sure I told you about it a while back, but I guess maybe I just thought I did after mentioning it to my brother or one of my friends.
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, of course I am, silly. It was a really long time ago, way before I actually booked in to stay there recently, so my memory might be a little hazy. Sorry, babe. To tell you the truth, I don't really remember.
That's fine, I guess.
Oh no, I gotta go. I need to go and buy some supplies for the trip at the supermarket. It's been a while since I went on a trip this long distance, so I've got some major stocking up to do. Sorry if I confused you, babe. There are no changes to my plans to see my brother or visit my friend in the hospital, so don't worry, okay? You could just forget about all that stuff I just said.
Right, got it.
Hey, Patrick. Just letting you know I arrived safely at the station in my hometown.
That's great, Alina. I'm really pleased to hear it.
I'm about to stop by to see my brother and his family, and after that I'll be visiting my friend at the hospital. After that, me and some of the girls from my old class plan on meeting up for some drinks in the hotel lobby before letting our hair down and shooting the breeze for a little while at the Hotel Hot Spring Resort. Then tomorrow is the class reunion. I'll be pretty busy over the next couple of days, so there's a chance I won't be able to reply straight away if you message. It's probably for the best if you wait until I'm done with everything here before reaching out again.
I see.
If you need anything, just message me or leave me a voicemail, and I'll check it after I get wrapped up here.
Alright, understood. You really are going to be a busy girl, huh, Alina?
Hey, Vince. I just got done visiting my brother and his family and finally got checked into the hot spring resort. When will you be arriving? You said you'd be heading straight down after work, right? Did you clock off yet? Are you on the train already? Oh yeah, guess what? My blockhead husband still doesn't have the faintest idea what I'm actually doing here. Imagine his shock if he knew his wife was doing it with his own cousin behind his back. I told him I was only coming back to my hometown to see my brother and visit a friend in the hospital, and he actually bought it. Can you believe how dense that guy is? Oh yeah, and that's not all. I accidentally almost let everything slip when I messaged him thinking I was talking to you, but I covered it up by saying the business hotel I was staying at had a hot spring resort. I thought the jig was up, but he fell for it hook, line, and sinker. Obviously, that pea-brained moron is paying for the whole thing. We can finally be together without having to hide or caring what anyone thinks, baby. So let's just make the most of it. Let's have the time of our lives on my husband's dime. We can make steamy love in a luxury hot spring for free. How does that sound, my big hunky stallion?
Alina, could you just confirm the hotel name so I know I'm headed to the right place? I'll need our room number too.
Sure thing. The hotel's called The Naughty Kitten, and we're in room 69. Hurry up and get here, big boy. My juices are already flowing at the thought of you grabbing hold of me with those big manly hands and violating relentlessly until I can barely walk. Ravage me, baby.
Got it. Hey, Vince. Where are you, asshole? Huh? Wait. Is this Patrick? Well, ain't that a blast from the past? What's it been now, like 3 years? Asshole? Is that the way you greet your cousin? I asked you a question. I'm not, I'm on the train. Why? You wouldn't happen to be on your way to the hot spring resort where Alina's waiting for you, would you? No. I knew it. So you did know. What? What? No, what? You're on your way to spend the night at a hot spring resort with my wife, right? What the crap's gotten into you, Patrick? Like hell I'd put my hands on your wife. What do you take me for? Jeez. A lying asshole. You can drop the act already because I know everything. Huh? What are you talking about? Alina accidentally sent me a bunch of messages that were intended for you. That's how I found out about the affair. God damn it, seriously? And that's how I know you're on your way to a hot spring resort to spend the night with her. God shitting damn it! Why did she have to go and do something so stupid? I always knew you had loose morals when it came to women and money, but I gotta admit, I never thought you had it in you to get involved with another guy's wife. Do you know what, Vince? I used to think you were a nice guy, but it turns out you're the most unprincipled asshole I've ever met. Screw it. What's the point in denying it if you already know? You're right. I'm piping your wife. We're spending the weekend on vacation together at a luxury hot spring resort. The plan is to bang her brains out all weekend in our private room with an open-air tub. I see. What the hell kind of response is that? Do you even understand what I just said? I'm plowing your woman, loser. You could at least give me a good reaction. The fact that you went out of your way to message me after 3 years like this must mean you're here to try and stop me, right? I guess you could say that. Good luck trying to do that when you don't even know which hot spring resort we're staying at. The Naughty Kitten. What the heck? I pretended to be you and asked for the address when Alina messaged me by mistake. Holy heck, you gotta be joking me! There's only one hot spring resort called the Naughty Kitten in all of America. It was only a matter of time before I found you once I had the name. Holy Jesus balls, are you for real right now? If you pull out now, I'll knock a small amount off the compensation you're gonna owe me real soon. Compensation? However, if you ignore this warning and go ahead with your hot spring resort vacation with my wife, there's a strong possibility I'll charge you double. Double? Damn, you asshole! I don't think that's any way to speak to someone when you're in desperate need of their mercy and lenience, Vince. Anyway, what will it be? Fine, you win. So, I just need to go home? Yes, and then you need to block Elina's number. If I find out you guys have been in contact behind my back after today, I swear I'll charge you so much compensation you'll be stuck in an endless cycle of debt and suffering for the rest of your life to pay it off. Jesus, Patrick, point taken. I didn't know you could be such a hard ass.
Vincey, baby, where are you? What's taking so long? Hurry up. I'm ready to get down and dirty, you big slowpoke. You know, there isn't a day that goes by where I don't wish I met you first instead of that loser Patrick. Sure, he makes a lot of money, and it's nice to have everything paid for without ever having to work, but my God, is he boring. He's a total wet noodle. Still, this little thing we have going on now ain't half bad, huh? I think we should carry on as we are for now. I want to use as much of his money while I can, while he still has it. You always hear people say love and marriage are two different things, but it really is true. I'm not ready to divorce my ATM husband yet, but you're still my number one baby. That's funny, because I despise you. What the hell? Alina, you still haven't noticed, have you? What are you talking about, Vince? Quit acting weird. Jeez, how dumb can you be? Sure, our display pics do both coincidentally happen to be pictures of dogs. And I guess the breeds do kind of look similar, but still,
I thought you noticed if you kept making the same mistake, but it looks like I severely overestimated your intelligence and literally have to spell it out for you.
What the...
Are you familiar with the concept of messaging the wrong person?
The wrong person?
This is not who you think it is.
It isn't?
It's me, Patrick, your husband.
No way.
Hey there, you cheating whore. You should know that you're wasting time if you're trying to get in contact with Vince. I made him an offer he couldn't refuse that included a smaller compensation payment. Something tells me you'll never hear from him again.
No, Patrick, don't you see? You've got this all wrong, I swear. It was just, a joke. Yeah, that's it. This whole thing was nothing but one big fat prank. The truth is, it's actually a big group of us staying here. Me and Vince are staying in separate rooms, I promise.
Cut the crap, Alina. It's too late for you now.
Please forgive me, I'm begging you. Listen, baby, how does this sound? How about you come to the Naughty Kitten and we spend a night of wild passion between the sheets? Will that make this better for you?
Excuse me?
You know, like, we could spend the night together is my way of apologizing.
Please don't say such disgusting things. I don't have a sick bucket nearby.
What? But why not? I can't think of anything more amazing than vacation at a hot spring resort as a couple.
Let me get this straight. You're asking me to spend the night with you, my cheating wife, in the place you intended to cheat on me with?
Well...
Kelvin's on the way to collect you now.
Huh? You mean my brother? Why would he be involved in this?
Of course I mean your brother, and of course he's involved. I just got done talking with him, and it turns out you did actually show your face at his house, and you did actually visit your friend in hospital. It was when he told me that the Naughty Kitten is only 2 stations away from your hometown that everything made sense.
Whoa, no, wait a sec.
He's going to be holding you at his house while keeping you under surveillance for the time being.
What? At his house? No, I can't stay there. My niece has exams soon.
Kelvin told me all about how these exams she has coming up are only practice exams, and that in any case, your niece is so gifted and intelligent. She aces literally everything at school with no effort.
Oh my god.
The bottom line is that you're totally fine to stay there. Now, shall we move on to putting an end to this once and for all?
Oh my god, that sounds dramatic. What do you mean?
My compensation.
What?
The divorce.
No!
You cheated on me. What the hell did you expect to happen?
Please, Patrick, I'm begging you. I only did it one time. I thought you had a big heart. Surely you can find it inside yourself to forgive me. I promise I'll never do it again. I can't bear the thought of losing you, baby.
Correction. It's not that you can't bear the thought of losing me. You just can't bear the thought of losing my money.
No, that's not true. You're my special pumpkin pie, and my life is meaningless without you. I love you, baby. I love you and no one else. It was never about the money. That was just crazy talk.
Why are you even there? Why are you even trying to hide it? Did you forget about all those messages you sent me by mistake? Listen, Alina. There may have been a time when I was your special pumpkin pie. Those days are gone now.
Well, those messages, they were,
Oh, looks like your brother is about to arrive.
Huh?
You said room 69, right?
Wait a sec. Did you pretend to be Vince even though you knew I didn't mean to message you just to find out my room number?
Bingo! Impressed, Alina. Maybe you do have a brain after all.
You deceitful prick, that's not fair.
I'd say cheating on me was a little more deceitful and unfair, but whatever floats your boat.
Patrick, will you hear me out? I swear on my life that if you forgive me this one time, I'll never ever cheat on you again for as long as I live.
Give it a rest already, okay? Didn't I just tell you? I despise you.
What?
Expect a visit from our lawyer in the coming days.
Wait, no! You can't seriously mean that, right?
You'll see how much I mean it soon enough. All future communications will go through my lawyer. Goodbye.
Oh my god, who even does this? I don't want a divorce.
After that, my brother-in-law Kelvin explained the situation to the receptionist at the Naughty Kitten and checked Alina out early. Thanks to his support and the assistance of my incredible lawyer, the divorce was finalized without a hitch. Amazingly, I even got my compensation quickly in one lump sum. As for my cousin Vince, she got disowned by the entire family when they found out what he did. I don't have a clue where he is nowadays, and to be honest, I don't care. As for my ex-wife, Kelvin tells me she's still desperate to patch things up with me and spends her days tormented by consequences of what she did. Thank God I work from home and was able to move as far away from her as possible, huh? Remote workers? Raise your dongers.
Hooah!